Hey guys, Michelle here, and today I'm going to show you how to do keyword research the easy way. If you've done any keyword research in the past, you'll know it can be a huge pain in the butt. It can take a long time. I know personally I've spent weeks doing keyword research because it's the foundation of your website. If you don't get the keyword research right, then you're pretty much wasting your time. The typical way to do it is to either use a paid keyword tool, the likes of Market Samurai, Longtail Pro. There's a ton of them. I still have several of them still installed on my computer, although I really don't use them too much these days. So yeah, and the free one, or one of the best free ones, is the Google Keyword Planner. So what usually happens is you'll come across and search for a new keyword. You'll type in some broad keyword for your niche. Say your niche is dog training, and go ahead and get ideas. And this will come up with a ton of ideas for us to use. I usually arrange it by average monthly searches. Instead of ad group ideas, I always go with keyword ideas. And then I arrange it by average monthly searches. And as you can see, there is brought up a ton of keywords that would be really good. How to train a puppy, crate training, how to potty train a dog, dog training collars, dog training tips, German Shepherd training. These are all great keywords. And then you typically go in and take the keywords you're interested in. You can generally get a good idea from here, about the competition. Especially, going by how much people are paying, it'll be quite a high competition keyword. But then you'd come over to, let me open a new window. Then you'd come over to Google. Oh, sorry about that. Turn my phone off. You'd come over to Google and paste each of those keywords. You could have hundreds of them, and kind of suss out some of the competition. It gets 22. There's like over 22 million results. Oh my gosh. Go away, someone. I am trying to record a video. So that's how you typically do it. But we're not going to do that today. I'm going to show you a much easier way of doing it. It's not going to take you weeks. Actually, it'll take you probably, if you're going for tons and you want to do, kind of go crazy, it'll probably take you no more than an hour, which is awesome. You won't have to worry, about overcomplicating things. So I'll show you that now. So what you need to do is, whatever your niche is, you need to go through and kind of see which sites are are popping up regularly, like for say how to train a puppy, how to crate a puppy, how to teach your dog to just sit, all that kind of stuff. So you want to find a competitor's website that is already ranking for a lot of terms that you want to rank for. So let's just say, okay, let's just go for this first one. So you want to see them ranking, quite regularly in the top 10. So I'll just click on this first one. And what we want to do is actually go to the home page of the site. So the site is perfectpaws.com. So I just want to go to the main. This is the main page. So what I want to do is copy and paste. Actually, we are going to copy and paste that URL into a site called xmlsitemaps.com. So what you want to do is copy the URL into here. Oops, that's really stupid. I'll go back to, I didn't actually copy it, I just, right, so copy, and we'll come in here, and we'll paste that in, and we'll just scroll down. It'll check a maximum of 500 pages, so if the site's bigger than that, you won't get everything, but yeah, I mean 500 is pretty sweet. There's a lot. It'll keep you going for a while. So what it's going to do, it can take it can take up to 20 minutes to do this. So you can just go away and leave it, and it'll come up with a list of every single page of this website. And how does this help you? You might be thinking, well, these people are ranking. Well, theoretically, because I haven't done the full research of whether they are or not, but these, oh, that was really quick. It's not a very big site. But, some of the sites that you go for, they're going to be ranking for a lot of terms. And, they've obviously done their keyword research. So, rather than you go through and use the keyword tool and spending hours or days or weeks, whatever it is, searching, just go through and reverse engineer other people's. So it'll bring up this list now of how you want to download the sitemap. I generally just go for I download the sitemap.html. I'll show you what it looks like. You can actually just view it in the browser, and it'll bring up exactly right here. Dog fear of loud noises, shyness and fear in dogs and puppies. My dog won't potty on walks. House training an adult dog. Tons. And this is from quite a small site. This actually has cat stuff too, but you get the idea. You can come up with thousands. If you just do this with a few high-ranking sites, that are popping up a lot for your key terms, search terms, then there's just so much information you can get, and you might be thinking, well, especially for some of the authority sites, well, they're probably spending a lot on backlinking or something like that, and that might be true. They might have got a lot of backlinks to some of their content. I guarantee you they haven't done it for all of it. Because there's just too much. And what happens? I mean, they didn't start out being an authority site. Okay, everyone started from where you're starting. If you're just starting a blog, you don't have much money to invest in paid traffic or whatever, the reason. As long as, you have to start from somewhere, and if you can manage to post at least one post every single day, a good quality post, with all the keyword research, SEO optimization, everything that I taught you in the bootcamp, and you go through and you put a really good post up every single day, and you don't backlink it or anything, Google is, eventually going to recognize your site as being a good site, and they're going to start, sending you traffic. And it's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in a month. It's probably not going to happen in 2 or 3 months. But after 6 months, if you're consistent with this and you keep, creating good quality content and keep it up, I guarantee it'll start out as a small little trickle of traffic, but then it's just going to grow and grow and grow. if you have a list, and that's going to help as well, you can just send, your list to some of your, to your content as well, in your emails. That's going to speed things up. Another way you can speed it up to get ranked is to create YouTube videos to put on the same pages as your blog, as your posts. So if you did a post on training puppy the first week, you'd have your content all optimized, obviously, and then you go ahead, make a video, covering the same content, and maybe with like an on-screen demonstration, whatever. I don't know what your niche is. Mine's internet marketing, obviously. But yeah, if you go ahead and do that, and then you create your video, and YouTube, optimize that as well. I show you that in the bootcamp as well. Go through and optimize that video, put in a description, make sure it's different than the content on your blog, because you don't want to get duplicate content. You don't want to get slapped for that. So make sure it's different, unique. It doesn't have to be. I don't know what my computer's doing. And yeah, you go ahead and embed that into your post as well. And that's two ways. You can rank in Google, just with your blog, or you can rank in YouTube, or even just rank your video within Google as well. It doesn't cost you anything to make the video. It's just an extra way of making sure that your content is, getting spread through the web. So, that's pretty much it. That's the technique. It's so easy, and I guarantee you, if you target, if you go ahead and target those sites that, have a lot of rankings, then the keywords are good. You're not going to have to waste all that time using the keyword planner. So I hope you found that helpful. If so, feel free to share it, or, comment, give me some feedback. That'll be awesome. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.